now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of...
You win. So?
What happens now?
The ball's in your court, Miss Burnwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Oh my gosh, be careful. the ground super loose here. If we fall, we're going to seem like...
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1. Valentina must be over the moon about John stepping down. He's been living alone here for what?
Bienvenidos to Viñeda Yates, señor. May I see your invitation, please? Gracias, señor. Enjoy the party.
Evening, senor. Would you care for an
Thank
aperitif?
God it's finally in. That extra security detail will drive my mind.
Hello.
You asked me. The Constant must have lost his mind. Burnwood was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing... how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels are an accident waiting to happen. Don't hold your breath.
Vidal is a true believer.
Oh, really? You're not entering here.
My boyfriend has a restraining order. I think it might be him. Could you go see if it's him?
No problema.
Why does he want me to play tour guide to his socialite friends? It's our best day.
He probably just wants to show off, patron. I know I would.
Who was working with your uncle.
How you been?
You asked me. The Constant must have lost his mind. Burnwood was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels are an accident waiting to happen. Don't hold your breath.
Vidal is a true believer. Fiercely loyal.
Okay.
It's probably nothing, but, you know, why don't you just go and check it out?
There you go, partner.
What can I do for you? A tour of the facility? At this hour? I didn't know we had investors come in. A private tour. Mr. Yates, with all due respect, we are about to harvest the Malbec. I hardly think this is the best use of my time. Fine, if you say so. Who is the audience? Diana Barnwood and Tamara Vidal? The politician Tamara Vidal? Okay. And the last one? Corvo Black? Is he your fixer? The scary one? Okay.
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity. Yates's own machinations are inconsequential. Joining the tour will give access to Vidal, away from the crowd.
I'll clear my schedule. Right. Thank you, Mr. Yates. Enjoy the... Why does he want me to play tour guide to his socialite friends? It's Harvest Day.
He probably just wants to show off, Patron. I know I would.
Welcome to Vignetta Yates. I'm Gabriel Vargas, chief winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but they're all above your pay grade.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Follow me.
¿Cómo estás? Hey there.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including a drag-in freezer unit. And last but not least, our grape crusher, industrial size for your disposal purposes.
Interesting.
Follow me, please. This is
Have you
our
had any
grape
workplace
crusher.
accidents?
The destemmed grapes are
Fall
crushed
into the
into a
vat
thick
and get
pulp by
crushed to
a
a pulp.
powerful rotating
You have to
cylinder,
be a bona fide
making
idiot.
each grape
Waste of
quite
space,
impossible
plus
to
one.
ID. Follow me. Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium. In these spacious tanks, which could easily be able to contain a couple of hundred human bodies, the sugars in the wine are converted to alcohol. This is also where we squeeze the must into a fine juice using our grape presser.
Fascinating.
Come along. This is the facility's grape presser, where the freshly crushed pulp is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. Much more efficient than the ancient practice of grape stomping, but also less personal.
So, this is what the little guy feels like.
Our large fermentation tanks are constructed from solid French oak, and each
Well,
contain up to 500
looks like an
gallons of grape
accident waiting
must.
to happen.
You don't want to
Occupational
fall
hazard.
in, but if
Paper
you do,
wood?
at least you'll die happy.
Now, the temperature and humidity in the barrel room is all controlled by the ventilation system. State-of-the-art equipment. Highly sensitive.
Sweet. How do you operate it? I'm a bit of a grease monkey these days.
The control terminal is up in the security room if you want to take a look. Just don't touch it. One of the guards placed a smoke BLT sandwich near the ventilation filter. The whole facility is not vacant for a week, and Mrs. Yates is a vegan.
Final stop, the barrel room. Nothing dramatic, just wine biding its time. The vault next door contains our most precious bottles, but the access doors are made from ballistic glass and can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads. So, unless you're the Sparrow, don't get any ideas.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Mr. Yates now. Perfect timing.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates. Pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say, welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way. Into the lion's den. Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief. Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house.
Special occasion. What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Peron unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine. What's the pass code again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
It's just the 1945 Grand Paladin? It is perfection. Irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Men like Don Yates know the price of everything, but the value...
Damn.
See what the hell that was. Okay, I got it. What the... Man up!
Hey, Flowers, over here. Come on, while we're young. Hey, Flowers, over here. Come on, while we're young.
Sir, I present to you the 1945. Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting. Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shot CEOs getting offed.
If you wanna come through, I'm gonna need to pat you down. Hey, yo, there's no need to flex. You ain't gotta impress me. Okay? You are good to go.
So here's the deal, Flowers. The boss is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all. Don't discuss, disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man. They're already at it. Go on, place the wine on the table. I'll pour it.
Decant.
Pardon me.
I have always
Majesty.
considered the heralds the unspoken heroes of Providence. The nervous system. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Flowers, our resident sommelier. I believe he has brought us something quite special. Perhaps you will educate us, Mr. Flowers.
This is the 1945 Grand Paladin. One of only 5 bottles in existence. The vintage is legendary. The proverbial unicorn wine. The year was hot. The wine's super concentrated, and thanks to hail and frost, the production was small. Only 300 bottles were ever produced. And when the vineyard was bombed during the closing days of World War II, only a single crate survived. It is said to have amazingly complex aromas with long, savory layers of fruit and spice flavors, and a silky texture. Enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Feel free to stick around in case our guests have questions. This wine was gifted to me by the Art Society in acknowledgement of my firm's legal services. It stands as a powerful reminder that Providence draws strength not from force, but from partnership. We are but a few, and yet together we are unstoppable because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything, which is why we cannot allow traitors
Looking good today,
into
sir.
our ranks.
Ah, yes. Here it comes.
This woman has waged bloody war on us. More than a dozen heralds and operatives dead. Your colleagues and clients, my friend, Ken Morgan. Not to mention the partners themselves, our founders, our benefactors. Make no mistake, this woman's hands are soaked in blood. Our blood. And Arthur Edwards, the new supreme head of Providence, is handing her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Does that sound like loyalty?
Absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Perhaps Edwards simply recognizes talent when he sees it. Perhaps this is why I am also in the running to become constant. And following this childish outburst, I dare say I am in the lead. Dawn.
What did you say?
You're lying, of course, which only proves my point. You cannot be trusted, Miss Burnwood. This woman will be our downfall. That is, unless we take matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence against all threats, including inside ones. I have devised a plan. Together we can make it work, but you have to decide now, my friends. Are you with me?
Yes.
I'm in.
Yes.
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 Listen to yourselves. Don Yates is not even appointed constant yet. And already he conspires to betray his master. I don't pretend to understand Edward's every move, but I do know that this man is an opportunist and unworthy of us.
Then you are a traitor to the Heralds. The room is against you, Tamara. Stand down now or share her fate.
Edwards will hear about this.
I think not. I am sorry, but you brought this on yourself. Mr. Cortazar? Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. I'll join you shortly.
Right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
We need to get our story straight. Diana Burnwood died today by the hand of her rogue Agent 47. Tamara Vidal, who saw through the assassin's was, alas, killed as well.
Took you long enough. Quick, clear the floor and get yourself a guard outfit. Yates won't be long. Good. I was beginning to worry.
Were you?
No. Listen up, 47. Yates will be here shortly. He'll have his thug Cortazar do his dirty work, but he won't pass up on the chance for a good gloat and a monologue.
So, Private space? Kill room decor?
Exactly. We won't get another shot at this. Now sit down and blend in. When I provide a distraction, you just be ready to move.
Corvo, pick up your damn phone. Plan B is a go. I repeat, Plan B is a go. Start prepping a crime scene.
Like we discussed, remote, staged accident. Oh, and Corvo, make it for 2. Just improvise. Miss Burnwood.
You rolled out the red carpet just for me. Don, you shouldn't have.
So confident, even in defeat. I suppose you're not used to danger, always safe behind your screens. Just tell me one thing before we part ways.
Why me?
Why you? Why would Edwards trust you? Please. It will keep me awake at nights and I'm 65. Please. It will keep me awake at nights and I'm 65. I get up 4 times to piss as it is.
Oh, it's simple, really. Edwards is proud. He considers himself the cleverest man alive, and yet we tricked him on Isle of Scale, and it's eating him up. He needs to win. Full, unequivocal victory. My recruitment was just the feather in his cap. By the way, you were right about one thing.
Yeah? I'm all ears.
Holy shit! If it were hallucination, Don,
what
your
are you doing,
instinct
you
was dead
asshole?
on. Well done, 47. Better get rid of the body. Won't be long before they come looking. When you're done, meet me on the dance floor. Oh, and dress appropriately.
lobbyist, a political advisor.
Don't you remember? It was a huge scandal. One of those, whatever it is.
there's a certain amount of leave or trailblazing that can be done.
Hi there.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate. He ran one of our interrogation matches.
47.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.